Now, the big thing we want as a runner is to be as efficient as we can at moving over the ground so that we can get faster, we can use less energy, less oxygen, and move over the ground and get towards the dream time that we're trying to achieve, whatever that may be. A really simple, easy exercise that you can do within 12 to 15 minutes, and you don't need to do that level. If you can do 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and you're currently doing nothing with this exercise, it's a really nice area to tap into. And once you feel this working for you in your training, specifically the faster work, but it will feed into all your training, then you're not going to want to stop it. And then the habit is hardwired, it's consistently happening on a weekly basis, and you feel that if I leave this, and this happens to me frequently, if I leave it for 2 or 3 weeks and I haven't done it for whatever reason, then I feel that I haven't got that extra gear, that extra pace to tap into, or I feel a little bit fragile in that area. And that is the gluteus medius. All we're gonna do, and all you need, is a band, as simple as that. You can get it from Decathlon for next to nothing. These things are so valuable, they're worth their weight in gold. So all we're gonna do is put the band onto the quadriceps, or onto the femur, and just have it at a nice level where it's not pinching your shorts or your skin. And the focus here is the medial glutes. So the middle of the glutes, that's what we're aiming to attack. So you want the glutes to be firing. So a nice little warm up is again, holding the stomach strong so that it's not dipping, and we've got the glute firing. And I can feel that already. But if you just do 2 times 10 each side, the glute is going to be ready, the hamstring is going to take a little bit, even the calf and the quad is going to do a little bit of work here. But the main muscle that we're working on are the glutes. It's nicely, super solid, doing a little bit of core at the same time for free because we're keeping it tucked in and strong. You can feel the glutes firing. They're ready to work. 2 times 10 each side on that. And then all I'm going to do is I will get to a point where I'm doing 30 reps of each one of these exercises on each leg. Now that could take you 20, 24 minutes. What I'm going to do is show you 5 on each leg so you can see the movement, I'll talk through it, and then you can implement this series for yourself. But as I said, once you feel this feeding into your running, it's not going to be something that you stop. So nice and comfortable on the ground. Order is important. This is the first exercise. Your legs are essentially 45-degree angle back, so a diagonal from your body. Your core is nice and solid, nice and strong. And then you're just bringing that up to a point where you can feel the glute engaged again. We've just warmed up, so the glute is ready to take that work, and it is. Nice and controlled speed. Simple as that. And I'd usually do 30, but there's 5. The next exercise, we're going from there to putting the leg back, putting the foot back, and just holding until we can feel the glute engage. Really important just to let the glute be taking the work there. And then what we're going to do is just move the foot up, keep the toes pointing up as much as we can, or forward. And then we just feel in the glute, and we just hit in the glute at a slightly different angle. And all this together is going to make us so much stronger in this area. And there again is 5. Third exercise, putting the foot forward. Total control. So we're focused always when we're strength exercising. What muscle are we trying to work on? How can we focus on that muscle and isolate it as much as possible? It's all to do with this. And then we're just going to lift in circles, up, clockwise. Nice and controlled movement again. Nice and controlled speed. And again, we're feeling it on every single rotation, on every single rep, I'm feeling the glute. And then what I'm doing for the fourth exercise is straight leg, and we're coming up to here. And this may be for some of you the most difficult. And by this point, your glutes might be on fire, especially if you're new to this exercise. Don't be afraid just to start with 10 reps or 5 reps on each exercise. Get used to the movement so that the DOMS, so that the soreness in the muscle is not going to take you out from the next quality session. That's also super key, because what we're trying to do is pace the week, pace the training schedule, so that on a regular basis, you're doing high quality sessions. And the final movement, so very similar to the first, but just more of an angle. So maybe we're at sort of 80 degrees there instead of the 45 from before. And this is going to help you in the outer calf a little bit more. So you'll still be able to feel it in the glute. We're not bringing the knee up as much because we don't have that available. And I can still feel it in the glute. And funnily enough, I can feel it in the outer calf muscle. And this helps stop a lot of the issues that I was having right at the insertion right here of the calf, the ligaments around here, overuse, sort of repetitive strain injuries, but this will help combat that as well. And then you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So we just flip him round. I'll just do the first exercise. So again, we're steady, we're controlled. Glutes firing. And I can feel that the muscle is so much fresher than the right side because we're just getting started. You just want to feel this movement out and feel that the glute is firing. You are doing the work there. It is getting stronger. Really important. And then we're going to go through those exercises again, do exactly the same. I promise you that once you feel this feeding into your running, especially your faster running, interval sessions, your hill rep sessions, but you're going to feel it feeding into all of your running.